This chapter is alternating current, and already AC generator, you know that the output which we get from a AC generator is of this form. Okay, it can be a sine function or a cos function. So if it is voltage, so we can be written as V naught sine omega t. This is the simplest way we can write an alternating currents equation. Okay, now so how do we get a AC current? So for that, we know that if you have two poles of a magnet, south pole, north pole, in between there is a coil, and if you connect it to a slip ring, it's very important here. If we connect it to a slip ring, this is ring 1 and this is ring 2, these are slip rings. So this slip ring is connected permanently with these two arms. Like if this is ABCD, so AB is always connected to ring 1 and CD is always connected to ring 2. So as this with the help of dynamo, if you make this coil rotate, so this ring will also rotate along with this R2 and R1 and R2. But if you connect wiring directly to R1 R2, there will be entangling. Okay, and so to avoid entangling of the external circuit, what we do, we use a carbon brush. So B1 and B2 are the carbon brush. This is B1, this is B2, and these carbon brush, they just remain in contact with rings, but they don't change the position. They're like sponge contact. So what happens, the external circuit remains untangled. So here you can have a resistor or a galvanometer which will tell us about the current in the circuit. Okay, now if it is rotating in this way, so when AB branch is going inside and CD branch is coming out, if you use Fleming's right hand rule, okay, according to Fleming's right hand, see, the direction of the magnetic field will be from north to south. If I have made north pole here, south pole here, this will be the direction of the magnetic field, and the coil is moving inside, okay, inside the plane. So your magnetic, so according to Fleming's right hand rule, magnetic field here, and the thumb will point inside. Okay, how is it? Magnetic field that side, okay, and thumb is in the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, so my central finger is pointing upward direction. Okay, so the current in this AB branch will be upward. Same way when you apply Fleming's right hand rule here, it will be in downward direction. So you see, this is in upward direction, this is down, this is connected to this. So this is the direction of the current. Okay, now after 180-degree rotation, the CD will come here and AB will go there. So you have south pole here, you have north pole here, and then your AB will reach here, CD will come here, and our rings R1 R2 are still there. AB is connected to R1, so your R1 is here and your R2 is here, CD connected to R2. Brushes won't change their position, brushes will remain as it is, B1 B2. Okay, and your external circuit will be like this. Now as there is a rotation of 180-degree, what will happen now, according to Fleming's right hand rule, current in this branch will be upward and this branch will be downward. Now you see, this is downward, this is connected to R1, so this is the direction. Now you see, after 180-degree rotation, the direction of the current has reversed. Okay, so this is only because of these two slip rings, which we also known as commutator. Okay, and the expression for EMF, how do we get expression for EMF? So you know that phi is equal to B dot A. Okay, so here if there is n number of turns in this coil, then it will be NBA cos omega t. Okay, where omega t is angle between A and B. And why I have written omega t instead of theta? Because this is rotating. So this theta is changing as a function of time. Now EMF is equal to minus d phi by dt. Okay, EMF is equal to minus d phi by dt. So when I do differentiation here, NBA is a constant, I can write it as it is, and then it will become d by dt of cos omega t, and this sign, minus sign, I'll keep it here only. Okay, so what I get is NBA, and here cos, when we differentiate cos, we get minus sign, so minus omega sine omega t. Okay, and this minus was already there, this minus and differentiation minus will become plus. So what I'm getting is NBA omega sine omega t. So this is a constant, this term is a constant, so this can be written as E naught sine omega t. Okay, that is why we write EMF or V is equal to V naught sine omega t, or E is equal to E naught sine omega t. Okay, now what happens in a DC? If you want to convert, or if you want to generate a direct current, so instead of slip ring, we just connect a split ring, and that will solve the purpose. Okay, so what will happen, everything is same, principle is also same, and principle of AC generator is electromagnetic induction, whether it's AC generator or DC, same principle is there. So A, B, CD. Now you have a split ring which is a cut in between, and these two are semicircular paths. Okay, now so this is ring 1 and this is ring 2, and these two branches, they are permanently connected to R1 R2. So R1 R2 is rotating along with this, but the carbon brushes are the spongy contacts which will not move. Their position will remain same. Okay, this is external resistor. Now again, according to this, if it is moving this way, this is your north pole, this is your south pole, current here will be upward, here it will be downward. Now you see it coming here, this is the direction of the current. But after 180-degree rotation, what will happen is your AB will come here, A, B, C. Okay, A, B, C, D. So yeah, again, sorry, this you missed out. So because of this split ring, this is a split ring, half rings they are, okay, connected. Now here, according to Fleming's right hand rule, as it is moving, this will be upward direction current, downward direction current. Now when it comes out, this is the direction of the current in the external circuit. After 180-degree rotation, AB comes here, and along with AB, your R1 is here and R2 is here, because R1 R2 are moving with them. Okay, but brushes B1 B2 are not moving, so your brush B1 is here in contact and B2 is here. Okay, so your external circuit remains as it is. Now what happens, because of its rotation, now current here will be upward, here it will be downward. So you see in the external circuit, current is in the same direction even after 180-degree rotation. So here what do we get? We get current like this, and voltage EMF is varying in this manner. That means in same direction, although it is not straight, it is variable, but it is in the same direction. But here we got a sine function. So here it was like this, like a sine function it was varying. That means there was a change in direction, but here there is no change in direction. Okay, so this is a very major difference between a AC generator and a DC generator. Here in AC generator we have slip ring, here we have split ring, SPLIT, split ring. Okay, that's all for generator.